Hey guys, welcome back to the tutorial for the 0.3 4x4 vault door. Some people requested it and I said I'd do a tutorial, so here we are. And I guess we'll jump in with the piston layout as standard. So it's a bit of an odd piston layout. It's the same as Avogadro's 0.3 4x4. So this will look familiar to some of you. Oh, grab that. Oh. And then for these doubles, these can be slime or honey. A small mod needs to be made if you make it with slime. That doesn't really matter. I can show at the end how a small fix will make it work with slime. So there's the piston layout. It's a bit odd, but yeah. And then I guess we should start with the input line. Your input block can be on either of these two, here or here. It doesn't matter, but it does mean that it won't be symmetrical. If you see here, it will either be like that or like that. Doesn't really make any difference. I prefer it like that. Don't know why. And then to power all these bottom pistons, we do this and run dust on all of that. And now you can see all of those power. Lovely. Yeah, and we come along and take this line up. And oh, you need an observer here. This is for later. And then oh, a bit laggy. Just transparent blocks. In fact, this one might not have to be transparent. I can't remember. It might bud this piston. Just have it transparent. It's probably correct. And just run this all the way up to all of these pistons. And a block. And the reason this has to be like this with the input is because here will be 14 signal strength, and same here, but on the other side here will be 15 signal strength, so it only just barely reaches it, which is sort of perfect in a way. So this should now power all top and bottom pistons. And these ones, but ignore them, doesn't matter. Right, good, so that is the input line done. Now these pistons here have to be extended and pull this away at one tick and on the closing and extend on the opening. And we do that in a slightly odd way here, using a comparator instead of just a torch, because a torch wouldn't fit. Some water. Now this, it's quite important that this is only level 1 with its water. But because it also powers this. And in fact, you could have it level 2, but just have it level 1. It's just easier. It's less likely to mess anything up. So that sorts those two. And then for these pistons up here, we simply use a torch, which is nice and familiar. And power it like that. There we go, that handles those two. And now for the double piston extender here. We first start by powering it instantly on the closing, that top piston at the back, and then this piston will get powered by this dust once that's pushed forward. So that's lovely. But then this piston will instantly retract on the opening as well when we want it to retract after 3 ticks, so we need to fix that. And to do that, we use piston and a redstone block, and we bud this piston with the redstone block. Something like that. Until, well, because this is input bug, technically it's only 1 game tick, but that doesn't matter. It's budded past instant, and then we just need to update it at 3 game ticks, which will be done here, as this piston, this regular piston, will stay extended from this and will start retracting instantly when the door starts opening, and the torch will turn on, re-extending this at 3 game ticks, updating this piston, because when it's extended it will update the piston arm, and that will retract. Ooh. Oh, I should mention, this bit here was come up with by Avo. He helped me build this, well, finish off the double in that. It's a really neat system. Yeah, go and check him out. You've probably seen him. And then the doubles should now work. Beautiful. And you see these blocks don't interfere. And now for the last bit of the door are these sliders, which have to slide at 3 game ticks on the opening, but they have to slide at 3 game ticks before this starts retracting at 3 game ticks, which is pretty easy because this is 1 block of, well, 2 block event delay, so we actually have plenty of time to sort of fit it in. So we need to fire these pistons at 3 game ticks, and we do that by powering the piston at 2 game ticks, but like not updating it until 3 game ticks, which is quite neat really, in how we do it at least. This is the bit I always forget. Oh. So, what this mess of stuff does is, this piston removes input bug. So this observer will power this piston from 2 game ticks to 4 game ticks, and we want it to fire at 3 game ticks. But when this retracts, this will power this piston, and that will update this at 3 game ticks. This can't fire before 3 game ticks, and effectively the same thing happens on this side. So that will push those up at the correct time. And then it's just the exact same for this side. And that should all work. Beautiful. There we go. And there is your completed 0.3 4x4 pixel door. All rather neat. And for those of you wondering if you want slime at the back, you simply need to add this here and this here. And it should now work absolutely fine with slime. And you might have just seen there why the slime blocks off this, because slime is a solid block, but then this just allows the signal to go up. And then once this back piston is extended, this redstone is free to point into this piston that allows it to work. So there we go. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.